Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician 84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 106. So yeah, let's just jump right in. First three questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. Family Guy does another crossover episode with The Simpsons, and it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed episode. One of the main characters from Family Guy decides to do one of the main characters of The Simpsons. Who would do who, and what decks would you see them using? Well, I was going to say Peter and Homer, but I was also thinking about someone else from Family Guy and Mr. Burns. Makes more sense, seeing as Mr. Burns would be the antagonist. But I kind of see it more towards Pete and Homer again. I'm not sure what kind of decks they'd use. It would either be something food themed or beer themed. Again, I feel like Homer would use something food themed, like maybe the Hungry Burger archetype, or Novellis, I think it's how you say it. As for Pete, yeah, that's a tough one. And obviously there aren't exactly any archetypes based around beer, and it probably wouldn't even be allowed in English or something like that, hence the censoring of Babushka. So I guess maybe battling boxers or Gokis, just because of the fights Peter has with the chicken. Yeah, that would be the closest thing I can imagine.
Hi.
Hey you. If we're talking about something that's made up, then yeah, definitely something food related or beer related, I think. 2. If they do a sequel of The Dark Side of Dimensions and it shows Kyber dueling a Tem in the afterlife, would you rather have them dueling with regular duel discs or using the Millennium items to summon their monsters from tablets like they did ages ago? Or, sorry, the Millennium items like they did 5,000 years ago. I don't see Kyber using a Millennium item here, so I think he'll probably stick with the dual disc, and a Tem would probably stick to one of those ancient Egyptian dual discs that were used in the final season, or he probably would use the tablets himself. So I'd say a bit of both. 3. The funniest "that's what she said" joke you accidentally walked into. Oh, that's a tough one. There's quite a lot, but I think the most notable one was in a very recent Battle Royal I was in with George and Cal. I remember I was trying to read the text of a card to the both of them, and as usual, George was trying to talk and interrupt me, and I said, "Will you let me finish?" And then Cal said, "That's what she said," which had me laughing. Yeah, walked right into that one, but it was just funny. Had to high-five him, and that moment is going to be in my end-of-year video, so stay tuned for that. And I'm still working on that right now. I haven't made a start on the Team Sorcerers one. Hey you. Next 2 questions are from Gunga. 1.
More comfortable.
Yes, I'm going to be stroking her hair throughout the rest of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like my secret video project? I hope the subtitles were understandable. Making everything via the phone is hard sometimes. Well, you made that on your phone? That's impressive. And I did like the secret project video. Yeah, it looks really exciting what you have planned. Can't wait to see it. I think the subtitles were okay. Although there were moments where it was a bit confusing, where the text was still there for like several seconds while another line was being spoken, I guess, but maybe it's all just one block of text, I don't know, but no, it was understandable all the same. It was fine. 2. What do you think about the Yugi and Kaiba merchandise? Yeah, this goes back to something you asked me about in a previous episode. Yeah, it looks really cool. I don't know if I'll get any of it though. Although the sleeves and the deck boxes look tempting, but I don't know. I do like the designs though. And also, sorry that I questioned you the 3rd time, but YouTube deleted my 2nd comment for the last Q&A. These fucking comment deletions again. Sort it out, YouTube.
It's probably nothing even bad.
And the last 3 questions are from Weber's 5. So, yeah, this looks like it's going to be a short episode. Firstly, going on my holiday this Saturday for 2 weeks. I know you said you wouldn't be down this week, not that I am either, so I'll see you when I get back. Well, fair enough, hope you have a good time. 1. I'm hoping to finalise my decision on whether or not to continue playing Yu-Gi-Oh! After my holiday. If I choose to quit, what should I do as a send-off? Well, I did have this one idea, and that was something we did before. Remember that duel we did for Team Sorcerer's 2nd anniversary, where we played 4 decks at the same time against each other? Well, I thought we could do that again, but with 3 of them. Obviously, I'd use my signature 3. And I'm trying to decide what 3 you could play. Like one lineup I'm thinking of is 3 different Pendulum decks. Odd Eyes, Pendulum All-Stars, and the very first Pendulum deck you ever made. Now, I know obviously that wouldn't be easy, but it would be an interesting deck challenge if you are able to have all 3 of those at the same time. Either that, or we'd roll with Master of Pendulum, Cyberdocs, and Plunder Patrol. Or why Plunder Patrol, you might ask, considering that I hate that deck a lot? Well, here's the thing. As I mentioned in a couple of other videos, I said that I wanted to try and beat Plunder Patrols with Elemental Heroes. Reason being is there seems to be a rivalry between those decks, just like how there was a rivalry between Dark Magician and Endymion. Because every time my Elemental Heroes go up against your Plunder Patrols, my heroes get their ass kicked, and I would like to change that and beat Plunder Patrols once and for all with them. Like, whether it's a normal game or whether we go with this idea. Of course, the problem is that won't be easy, considering Elemental Heroes are a mixed attribute deck, and Plunder Patrols are a really bad matchup for them, but I'm going to try anyway. So those are the ideas. I would have suggested throwing in Endymion, but to be quite honest, I don't want to deal with Endymion ever again. But yeah, that's the idea.
Do you want a cup of tea?
I'm alright, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to have a tea. 'Cause I came in, you know when you feel sleepy after work? Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Thank you anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to make one.
Okay. See you in a bit.
See you in a minute. It's hot. It's quite warm. It's not as hot as it was though.
Yeah.
Do you want me to leave this or?
Yeah, that's fine. Love her. I did also have the idea of us using 4 decks each again, depending on when this would happen, because in late October, early November, I plan to retire current format decks until I'm left with just 4: Dark Magician, Elemental Heroes, Rainbow Neos, and Cats, and have them take on 4 decks that you have. I'm not sure which 4 though, as long as Endymion's not there, that's all that matters. I mean, I know obviously Endymion's your signature deck and you would want to do something with that, but I don't know, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. 2. In addition to whatever you suggest for question 1, would you be interested in trying a new variant of endurance I've thought of? I call it a Pokemon Battle Endurance. Sounds interesting. So before I carry on, I will say that after the current format Endurance, I wasn't planning on doing any more of these, but I could go along with this. Anyway, rules are as follows. 1. We each choose 3 decks. I would have said 6, but I don't have 6. Yeah, that's perfectly fair enough. 2. Each deck has its own individual life point count. It runs out. If it runs out, it's eliminated. During your standby phase, you may declare switch and change into a different deck. During a switch, all cards in the turn player's possession reset, and the switching deck keeps the same life points when it returns to play. I think I get it. If you declare a switch, your turn moves to the end phase, opponent's field remains the same. I think I get it. So would that mean that the new deck that comes in starts with 8,000? So like, if I was using Dark Magician and I was on like 6,500 or something and I said switch, and then I brought in Elemental Heroes, would Elemental Heroes start with 8,000? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, I'm assuming that's the case. That sounds quite interesting. So, basically how it would work is kind of like fighting games, like Marvel vs. Capcom, or something like that. I do like that idea. I did actually think it would be cool if something like that happened, but I wasn't sure how it would how it would work. But yeah, the way you've done it is actually ingenious. Yeah, depending on what 3 decks are involved, I'd be willing to give that a go. And yeah, that's basically it. One thing I will just ask, not directly to anyone, is why is everyone quitting or thinking of quitting? This sucks. Recently, James has quit, so has Marley. Alex quit a while ago. And of course, lots of people I've known over the years have ended up quitting. Like my brother, Old Man Sebi, a lot of the original Farah's Elite lot. Like a few of my friends from Kent, although obviously Wiki still plays, Neon Exodus still plays, no one else in the KCP plays. Yeah, it's just a shame. This game's just not the same without anyone who has quit or is thinking of quitting. I mean, it is their decision at the end of the day, and obviously it's your decision if you do end up quitting or not. Yeah, that's all there is to say about that, really. And that's it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions, and if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, excuse me, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.